Alright, so now we're going to model that table, and let's get out some measurements first. I went ahead and took some measurements of it. It is 65 inches long. Make sure my units, every time I hit new, for some reason it takes everything away. So 65 inches, which is fine if you just, I could leave it in metric that way and still be fine, but old habits are hard to break. Alright, so that is the front for the width. For the height, it says 7 inches. I think that'll be okay. I think I'm going to make it 14 inches instead, because I think that's what the height is on the coffee table, and I kind of wanted to keep it around the same. And then this is 20 inches in depth. I go to the top, and I'll just draw out 20 inches like that. Alright, so my top view, I'll just go ahead and make a box, which is about right here to here. Give it some height, and then come back over here. Give it the gray material. Alright, just like that. And then the height, what I'm going to do is raise it up some. It's about where I want it. Just like that. And I might actually lower it just a little bit more. So about maybe 10 inches instead. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, now that it's everywhere I need it to be, I'm going to delete all the tape measures and select this and put it on the axis, zeroing out to these, the X and the Y. Leave the Z alone because I want it to be where it is, like that. Okay, Z is height in max, so this is what I want to do. Alright, so F4 so I can see my edges. I think for width I'm just going to put 1 because I'm going to break this up, and then length I'm going to do 1. So I'm going to convert this to an editable poly. I'm going to delete this side, and I'm going to delete this side as well. We're just going to model one side. Alright, so here, let's go to the top view. I'm going to come along this way, and I'm going to do a connect, just 1, and hit OK. I'm going to bring it down about right here. And then here, I'm going to do a connect of 2, pinch them together, something like that, and then slide them down towards the end, about right there. Okay. Now zoom in on here. I'll come in here to my polygons and grab that and extrude it. Just click OK. Go into my front view. With the polygon still selected, I'll just bring it up so that it's on the floor. I'll slide it back some like that. So we have something similar to what that picture was. Alright, so back in this area, I'm going to start selecting these edges along the edge here. Basically the edges that will definitely be seen. So with all those selected, I'm going to hit chamfer and just chamfer it just a smidge, nothing really big. Then I'm going to come in here, grab these 2 vertices and weld them, and if it doesn't work, open your options box and just up the threshold to it like this, just up that. But it seemed like that worked, so I'm going to weld these. Alright, and it seems like it pushed it down a little bit, so I'm going to bring it back up some. Alright, so when I click the edges again, it should have all of those still highlighted. It does, so I'm going to chamfer them one more time and just give them a small chamfer like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take these vertices and weld them. And weld those. Alright. So that seems pretty good. I'm also going to get the edge here. Like that. And I'm going to hit loop. And I'm going to chamfer that just a little bit. And hit apply. Zoom in a tad so I can see it. And after I hit apply, just kind of round it off like that. There we go. Oops. I'm going to select these in here and do a ring select. And select that. I'm going to control click that so I don't have it. And I'm just going to go down to my smoothing groups and just give it like, I don't know, give it a 1. Then I'm going to do the same thing here with these edges. I'll select these 3 edges in here. Just to get a little bit closer, it's really hard with this laptop. Okay, and ring select that, control click, take that out of there, and give it the same smoothing group of 1. Alright. And then with these edges, I'll ring select and do that as well. That should go all the way around it. And I think I'll do that of 1 as well. And I'll see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks good. It's nice and rounded. It's good enough to me. Alright, so I'm going to click this. And because this is right on the origin, I'm going to go to my modifier list and go down to symmetry. And if it disappears, that's okay. It should be on the x-axis. Just hit flip. And there you go. And then I'm going to add another symmetry on top of that in the Y and hit flip. And now we have our table. Right click it, convert to editable poly, and there we go. There's our table, done. We just really had to mess with one side. Alright, so let's end this, keep the tutorial kind of short on this one, and in the next vid we'll model the, that little cabinet and get that out of the way, so stick around.